Hello, somebodies. We are the Nobodies. What are we doing here today?
We are listening to Jelly Roll with the song I Am Not Okay from the Voices season final performance.
And apparently, this song has never been released by him. So,
Oh, really?
let's get right into this. I'm Son.
And I'm Father.
Hopefully it's good. Why didn't he release it?
I am not okay. I'm barely getting by. I'm losing track of days. I'm losing sleep at night. I am not okay. I'm hanging on the rails. So if I say I'm fine, just know I learned to hide it well. I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But I know, God knows, when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
Dude, Jelly Roll.
Wow. What a voice, man.
I've always loved Jelly Roll, man. Freaking, he's one of the he's like the only country artist aside from a select few that like truly stands out to me. You know, I think he's like a freaking glowing light in the field that is country.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not for nothing. It's like he's telling a story right now, and I've never felt so involved in a story from a singer. You know what I mean? Like I was like, what? Like I never listened to the lyrics, but he caught me from the second he started singing with that rasp, with you know that little growl.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just was pulling it all from his freaking heart.
Like what's going on right now in his life that he's singing this song, and I understood.
And you know what? There's probably a million, trillion, godzillion people that feel exactly the way that he is singing right now.
I read
But
a
he's
post.
saying that every one of us are gonna be all right.
I read a post, right, where based on how a guy responds to you, it's usually like way worse than how they're normally doing. If you're talking to a dude, and you're like, "Hey, how are you doing?" and he's like, "I'm doing fine," you know, he's having an okay day. If he's like, hanging in there, it's like, "Oh, it's not been a great day."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, things are going terrible right now." It's like, "Oh, okay, he's not even hiding it anymore."
Well, I always tell people when they say, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Do you want the truth or you want me to lie to you?" You know, and they're like, "Lie to me." I'm like, "Things are fantastic."
Like, yeah, like guys, they'll try and hide it. Girls, they'll freaking, if you ask them how their day's going, if it's a bad day, you'll hear about it.
Oh yeah, you hear about it. You hear about it for a month.
You just started a conversation.
Yep.
Hey, if you're enjoying this father and son content, consider subscribing to our channel for more content just like this. Now, back to the video.
We're all gonna be alright. I woke up today, I almost stayed in bed. I had the devil on my back and voices in my head. Some days it all ain't bad, some days it all gets worse. Some days I swear I'm better off laying in that dirt.
No.
Well, I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know, when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. It's not okay, but we're all gonna be alright. Gonna be alright. We're gonna be alright. I know one day.
All right. Well, he went darker. He
did.
went even darker.
Well, I mean,
like I
it's
was
not
thinking, okay, I'm having a bad day. I'm miserable. He's like sitting there saying like he went.
Well,
like,
I mean-
I'm laying in the dirt. Like he went to like the point where someone's thinking about suicide. I'm like, you have to be in a dark place to think like that. So if he's talking to that group of people, I can't say that I've been there.
No.
You know what I
no,
mean? Like I've had very bad days, and I freaking wanted to like just run and hide and take a vacation forever, but it was never death. He was like, that I think he just went real dark.
You know what though? I don't know what else to expect, because it's not like this song really hasn't been about, you have your bad days and you get through them, the next day is better. This song's been like, I'm not okay.
Yes.
Every day is a struggle kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's
So he's going to the people that are really, really in a dark place.
like, you hear a lot of songs where it's like, hey, just because today's bad doesn't mean tomorrow will be the same. Like, this song's
tomorrow every day is the same, and but God's telling you everything's going to be all right, which it will, because you know what, 99% of the time, I know people that are in that stage don't want to hear it. It's just a phase, but you know what, life is usually in chapters. Like you could be having bad days. You have people who died. You got freaking just everything's going wrong. You're losing your jobs. You're losing your business. You think everyone hates you. It passes, especially for people in high school, like kids in high school. They just like, high school's not the end of the world.
It's not, no.
It really isn't. There's life after high school.
Even college, college, granted.
Yeah, there's a lot of bullies in college too, but it's like, yeah, he's not talking about the regular person. He's talking about someone who's in a dark place.
Yeah. Makes you wonder if he was ever like.
Oh, yeah, I've heard stories. Like I've read about him.
Gotcha.
I know one day we'll see the other side. The pain will wash away in a holy water time, and we all gonna be alright. But I know I can't be the only one who's holding on for dear life. But God knows, I know, when it's all said and done, I'm not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. We're not okay, but it's all gonna be alright. I'm not okay, and that's alright. Give it up for Jelly Roll, everybody. Thank you, Jelly.
Okay.
What a naturally good performance.
It was an amazing performance, and I love the fact he actually sang it, because you know what? He probably saved somebody's life last night alone.
Because remember, this was the first time. I believe this was the first time a lot of people.
I know, but you would think on The Voice they would be like, "Yo, let's bring out a happy song. Let's bring out freaking But the way the world is today, and the freaking crap that's going on all over the world, and people just freaking, it's just a mess out there, and people are just down and out. And you know what? This guy just sat on one of the biggest stages in TV today and said, you know what? I'm not going to sing happy. I'm not going to lie to the people.
Mm-hmm.
He's telling everyone, you know what? I'm you. And guess what? Look at me now. I'm freaking on stage. I'm one of the biggest performers. I've won Grammys. And I didn't think like this yesterday.
Yeah.
But look at me today.
Yeah.
So, you know what? If I could do it, everybody could do it.
I've always imagined Jelly Roll's a freaking dude you can just sit next to at a bar and have a really good conversation with.
Yeah, and cry.
And probably cry.
And I'm telling you, I've seen so many videos of this guy. He cries. He just lets out his emotions. He's just an emotional guy.
Human.
He's a human being that's not afraid to show who he is. And you know what? This song showed it. I love it.
Remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and send a donation our way. It'll help us improve the channel, and we'll prioritize your recommendations. And press the little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified every time we upload a video. I'm Son.
And I'm Father. Rock on.